Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my weight loss story because I posted a picture, like a before and after picture of my weight loss journey prior to pregnancy in my postpartum fitness series. I posted it because a lot of you guys didn't believe that I was like that overweight because I told you guys I used to weigh 230 pounds and you guys just didn't believe me at all. So I decided to go ahead and post that picture because, you know, I wanted to just kind of prove everybody that it didn't happen. I mean, why would I lie about something like that? So yeah, so ever since then you guys have been wanting to hear my story, so I was gonna plan this video out a little bit more thoroughly, but I just decided to just go ahead and talk about my journey just, you know, as I remember it. I don't really have any like secret as to how I did it. I really don't think that there is such a thing as a dieting secret. I just don't think so. I don't really believe in diets either, so I'll get into that in a minute. But first of all, I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about how my weight loss is going since last time I updated, because it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a Fitness Friday, and I have lost 6 pounds. I'm so excited because you guys know I've been like stuck in the same place since I had Olivia. So I am just so happy that something is finally happening. You know, I'm progressing finally because, you know, I feel like I've been, you know, I have been working to lose the weight. I haven't been dieting because I don't believe in diets, and I haven't been cutting calories because I am breastfeeding, and it's important to make sure you get enough calories when you breastfeed. So I've just been like working out mostly, and I'm so happy to finally be seeing results from that. I think I'll start off with kind of my age when I was in the chubbier picture of me. I weighed 230 pounds. That was when I was living in San Francisco with my husband. That was the absolute heaviest I had ever been in my entire life. So we were living in San Francisco. I think I was around 18, 19 years old. I think I was 19 years old. And okay, so it's hard to figure out where to start about this because weight struggles have kind of been part of my life for a lot of my life. That sounded kind of weird, but yeah, it has. I had a lot of insecurities as a teenager, and as even a child I had insecurities, and I think it has a lot to do with, you know, our society and the media. I just kind of always wanted to be really skinny. Like I wasn't necessarily overweight when I was a child or anything. I just was a little bit chubbier. I've always had kind of a fuller figure, and I always envied girls who were like super skinny, and I just wanted to be skinny. Alright guys, so Olivia woke up and she really needed to nurse, and I really wanted to get this video done. I just want to do it. So eat your num-nums. She's so confused. When I was a child, I had a lot of insecurities. I just was always insecure. I don't know, I had a really thin sister, like a really naturally thin sister, and I always kind of wanted to be that way. She was always kind of tall and skinny, and I was always kind of short and not very skinny. And I ended up actually getting an eating disorder when I was around 12 or 13 years old. I just kind of starved myself, and it got kind of scary. That's kind of a whole other story, but I wasn't necessarily overweight when I was a child. I just I had an eating disorder, so I just assumed that I was overweight. So yeah, but I started getting out of that weird eating disorder phase once I turned I think around 14, and that was around the same time I had met my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time. And I don't know, I just started feeling a lot better about myself. I was actually the skinniest I had ever been in my whole life. I think I weighed about 115 pounds, which for me is really skinny because I'm a little bit heavier built, like in a way that I'm kind of dense because I take after my dad in a lot of ways. Like I have really strong legs, like runner legs, because my dad used to be in track and stuff, so I tend to have a higher BMI than most people. So for me, that was just too skinny. I look back at those pictures and I don't look healthy. I look way too skinny. But yeah, I met him around that time, and around that time I just started feeling so much better about myself because you guys know my husband, he's wonderful, and he just made me feel really good about myself, and he always told me I was beautiful and stuff, and that really helped with my self-esteem and everything. Sorry about the suckly noises. But yeah, she's just really enjoying herself over here. I started kind of going back to my previous lifestyle, and I think it's around your teen years is when you actually are more likely to start retaining weight more so than when you're a child. I started kind of just eating whatever the hell I wanted to, because I just figured I could, because I had friends who were skinny and could eat whatever the hell they wanted to, so I just figured I could too. Little did I know that my body just does not work like that. I don't have a fast metabolism, especially not even as a teenager I didn't have a fast metabolism. So through my teen years I was steadily gaining weight. It started really hitting hard around the transition 17-18, around my senior year of high school. I was a little bit stressed out because of just, you know, trying to finish school up. Yeah, I didn't know how to eat right. My normal lunch would be hot Cheetos and like basically like Cheeto chips and Coca-Cola and a slice of pizza. Pretty much that would be my typical diet. And then when I go home, my family were McDonald's lovers, still are, they still love McDonald's. So we would go to McDonald's and have dinner. So that was just kind of how it was. And then when I moved out, I kind of carried along the same eating habits. When we lived in San Francisco, I carried them along, and I definitely it just started getting out of proportion. I started feeling really, really bad, and I'm really glad that I actually came to this realization really early, because I mean, I could have gotten a lot heavier, and I was only like 19 years old, and I was 230 pounds, and I'm only 5'2", keep in mind. So I'm really glad that I kind of woke up and came to realization that it's time to change things. And I always had plans to change things, but I never really followed through with them. And that happens a lot when you go through a weight loss journey, especially when you start off kind of heavy. It's really hard, and it's totally normal. It doesn't mean that you're never going to get there. It just means that it's just normal. It's just a normal process of losing weight. If you've ever been overweight, you know what I'm talking about when you like have a plan to get thin and just change your lifestyle. You always want to do it really fast and hard, but I think this is my number one tip, is that you really just need to do it gradually, and that's what kind of worked out for me. We lived in San Francisco for 1 year, and then we decided to move to Germany, which that's a whole other story in itself, and I started noticing a pretty instant difference when we moved to Germany, because I don't know, the food is a little different here. I mean, I'm not saying that Germans are healthy people, because they definitely indulge in a lot of not so healthy foods a lot of the time, and there are a lot of overweight people here. And you can totally be overweight in Germany, it's not impossible, but the diet is here a little bit different, and it's a little bit more natural. They don't really allow genetically modified farming. The milk is usually from cows that haven't been fed GMOs, so and the meats and things. And yeah, so I was just kind of having a hard time getting used to it a little bit, to be quite honest, because I don't know, I think I kind of actually ended up maybe losing a little bit of weight in the beginning because I was having a hard time finding food that I really liked here. So yeah, I did start losing a little bit of weight the first year in Germany, and I noticed I started waking up to a lot of things. Like, I was kind of an internet junkie at the time as well too, and I still am an internet junkie, I'm not gonna lie. But I came across a video about how meat cows are raised, and in America, in the factory farms, and where about, I think, 90% of all meat is produced. I watched a documentary about how the animals are treated, and it's just basically hell on earth is basically what these animals are going through everywhere in America, unless you know a farmer where you can get some good quality meat from. Not just the cows, but the chickens, the pigs. It was just horrifying, and I love animals so much. Because I was so scarred from that video, I just wanted to drop meat completely, because when I see an animal, it doesn't matter what kind of animal it is, I still love it. I'm at a point in my life where I don't feel like eating a dog would be any worse than eating a chicken, because I believe that everybody on earth isn't equal. I know that animals eat other animals, but my personal choice was to go vegetarian, just because I felt like if I can avoid suffering in any way possible, I'm going to do that. And I researched a lot about being vegetarian and all the health benefits as well. And not to say that meat eaters cannot be healthy, that is totally not true. You can totally be a healthy meat eater. I mean, everything in moderation, and make sure you're getting good meat. But I was really intrigued by the whole idea of becoming a vegetarian, mostly for the animals, and then along the way I just started becoming very interested in health. Yeah, that's when I decided to become a vegetarian, and I really saw the weight coming off very fast once I became a vegetarian. It was fast, like, I don't know, it just was coming off. I didn't even know what to make of it. I mean, my pants were just getting so loose, and I mean, I guess being a vegetarian could definitely help you lose weight, but really you have to wake up more than just becoming a vegetarian. You have to change a little bit more about your lifestyle. And one thing I do think that helps about being a vegetarian is that you are kind of forced to be creative with your dishes a little bit more, because meat is not your main course anymore. So you have to be a little bit more creative with vegetables. So you end up eating a lot more veggies in your diet. Obviously, that's why they're called vegetarians. And then we moved to Munich, and I think Munich is where I lost, where I saw the most difference. So she needed to switch. So yeah, right when we moved to Munich, I just became really excited about health and fitness, and I just was really pro living a natural lifestyle, not just when it comes to my food, but when it comes to my cosmetics. It was just something that I was very passionate about. I felt like sharing it with the world pretty much. I opened up my beauty channel, and I just got really excited about organic makeup and organic skincare and organic food recipes, which I have a few on there. And I just love how it makes me feel, to be honest. Like, I just love living this natural lifestyle because of the results that I received from losing all my weight. But also, the quality of the food, it makes you such a glowy, happy person, and I just feel so different than I did when I lived in San Francisco eating a lot of processed junk food. So all I have to say is I think the most important factor when it comes to losing weight isn't counting calories necessarily. It's not the Atkins diet. There's no real secret. That's what I'm trying to say. It just takes hard work. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. She has a burpee. Okay. This is not easy. Okay. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Yeah, it's not the Atkins diet that's going to help you. It's not counting calories. Just eating real food. That's the secret. Eating real food and hard work and dedication. That's all it takes. And it really takes sticking to your guns and really believing in what you say and what you do. That's really what happened with me anyways. So I'm sorry if this video was kind of confusing sometimes. I am just having such a hard time doing this whole multitasking thing with the breastfeeding and having to talk, because she's a weird feeder, if you guys haven't noticed. So alright, you guys, I think I'm going to cut it there today. There will be more videos about how I did it in the future, just kind of like, this is just the overall general story, and I will be putting like my little tips up there. Even so, I think that really, if you want to lose weight, it's all you. It's all about you. You know, you need to wake up yourself, and I think that, you know, hearing other people's weight loss stories is very inspirational and very motivating, but really when it comes to losing weight and becoming a healthy person, you have to do it for your own reasons. And yeah, so I hope that you guys really enjoyed my story. I'm sorry if it was, again, I'm so sorry if it was confusing, but that's just kind of the basic rundown of my weight loss journey. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!